Hello, how are you? You've caught me at a time where I am doing a little mask and doing a little computer work in my tub. Today I want to talk about life by design. Um, you may have noticed that I haven't been on in the past few days, and there's a reason for that. I felt like I was coming down with COVID, but the reality is we got tested and we do not have that. We just have another virus. So um, I'm starting to feel better, so I don't feel totally better. So I thought, how about I do some of the work I have to do in the tub? And these aren't working because they keep getting foggy, so I'll take them off. So life by design. How many of you would like to have a life by design? Just put a thumbs up or a fist bump in the comments. Yes, life by design means we go with the flow. We take care of ourselves and our bodies need care. We really go for it when we're feeling that motivation and inspiration. And we listen to our heart and we listen to our body and we listen to our souls. And we don't have someone else making those choices for us. So that's what I love about life, living by design. I get to work when I feel motivated to work and take a little break, and it just helps my creative flow. Now, the downsides of living life by design is, it takes a lot of trust and surrender and trust that, the next thing's going to show up and that when nothing's happening, everything's happening. So it does take trust and surrender. It does take sometimes pulling back a little bit and knowing when to hold off on spending and when you can spend. But it's totally worth it. As we come into the new energy on the planet and you start becoming your own empowered self, where you know how to heal yourself, be yourself, live the higher frequencies, become a multidimensional person, this is kind of a lifestyle that's being called to us, and it can be really, really, really uncomfortable. So how do we find ourselves in it all, right? How do we find ourselves getting more comfortable with the discomfort and the unknown? And so this is what I wanted to share with you, because I've been living this for a while now, and the discomfort and the having to trust is all getting more comfortable these days. And what has shifted? I guess if you're uncomfortable enough, you either go get a job and buy into that reality, or you just start saying, I trust the universe. I trust myself as the universe. I trust the stream of abundance. So it's kind of like not really formulaic. It's almost like you either get uncomfortable enough to go this way or that way. There's so many times that I ran into my husband's office and said, that's it, I'm going to get a job. And then I would go and I'd start putting my feelers out, and every time I'd go get a job, what would happen is I would start to feel nauseous. Everything in my body would contract. So then I was like, you know what? The other option is to just keep creating, keep flowing, keep trusting, keep surrendering. And that's what I keep doing. And I have lots of different vehicles in my life that help me have a life by design. I'm a musician. I'm a professional network marketer. I'm a coach and a Reiki master. I'm a YouTuber. What else do I do? Let's see. I think that's maybe it. Oh, I sing for at senior homes. So I do a lot with music. And I do a lot with healing and transformational work. And then I work a lot online with YouTube and my brand. So when you have a lot of, eggs in different baskets, you can see which one is opening up for you at the time? Where do you feel the flow of the direction to go? And when is it time to really put all your focus on one of them for a while? And when is it time to go over here and put your focus there? So it really, life by design is really about fine-tuning your intuition of where the flow is. And when you do go somewhere and you're like, it feels heavy and contracted, to gently pull away and feel into where the flow of the energy is. You will always be guided. Always be guided, you will. That's been my experience anyway. So life by design is all about growing your awareness and growing your trust and growing your surrender muscle, okay? By the way, I have a clay mask on if you're just tuning in. Yeah, it's a detox clay mask. I really love this stuff here. It's very thin. It's not like other clay masks where it's really thick. It's a very thin mask, and it does some detoxing. So whenever I'm under the weather, I like to detox. I get into salt baths. I do lemon water. I do detox teas. I detox my skin and just get impurities out of there and detox my mind. And I just feel like the more we get out of the way, the more there we are. So life by design, if you want a life by design, you just have to claim it and choose it and start to feel the discomfort and begin to learn how to surrender. Fine tune your awareness so that you can feel the flow of the next direction. Okay. And I'm not going to lie, it is uncomfortable. Just because it's uncomfortable doesn't mean that you go running for something solid and predictable, unless you're guided to do that. And when you're guided to do that and you do it, then you'll get the next information. We really can't get it wrong here. We can't get it wrong in these lives. And all right. So in the comments below, I want to hear, what does your life by design look like? You know, if you were able to just create the life of your dreams and have the time freedom, what would you keep doing? Because I've noticed that I really love creating. I love creating in business and in different ways. And so even with a life by design, I would still be working on something business-wise. But there's times when I'm working on business that I want to step away and really care for myself. When my vibration starts to raise and things starts to shift, my life starts to evolve and expand, I really need inward time and I need to take a few days off. And usually, oddly enough, I usually have a little cold or virus to deal with when those times are happening, which makes me really sit on my butt like this in the tub and take care of myself. So listening, growing awareness, being with the discomfort, following the flow. And life by design, by short, doesn't mean never get a job, because guess what happens, guys? I just got a job at a salt room. My friend needed some help picking up shifts, and I really like getting salted. It's called halo therapy. So I'm going to be kind of her sub. And, you know, when I said yes to her, that felt light. So you just follow the awareness. And when it feels super light to go get a job, go for it. And when it's time to leave that job, go for it. And keep creating the life by design that you get to design, that I get to design. And it's going to look different across the board. But just be sure that you work with the discomfort. And just because you're uncomfortable doesn't mean you have to put the white flag up and go do something else. It just means that pull back, listen a little bit more, and follow the next wave of flow. All right, guys. I hope this was helpful. This is how I live my life, and I just thought maybe perhaps it could be inspiring or informational to you. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments, and please share this video. I'm trying to grow my reach, and please subscribe. And I'll be having t-shirts available soon with some of my favorite inspirational quotes. And if you want to put in one of your favorite quotes that you would like to wear all over, put that down there. Maybe I'll put it in a t-shirt. All right, bye guys.